much he loved him. He treated him like his own sons. And he always was on the side of Muhammad alayhi salam. So the Ahlul Bayt always felt that he was of them. And that's why his son Qasim supported Imam Hussain alayhi salam in the Battle of Karbala. Well, he didn't attend. He was taken as a captive by the army of Yazid because they knew that he's going to support. But later on, when Mukhtar ibn Abi Ubayd al-Thaqafi took revenge for Imam Hussain, he took part in it. And his daughter was married to Imam Baqir alayhi salam, the grandson of Imam Hussain. Did you all understand it now? Did you all get the picture? I'll try to go over it as quickly as I could. Sorry if I confuse you. Where do I head? Okay. I can't find something.
To Hazrat Ali.
To Prophet Muhammad.
Yes.
So
Okay. There are many different schools of thought in Sufis. Sufiyas, you know, Qadiriyya, Naqshband. All of the schools of thought. All the schools of thought of the Sufis. Yes? They go back to Ali ibn Abi Talib. Straight after the Holy Prophet, the first person is Ali. All the Sufi schools in Islam, every single one of them, except for Naqshbandi. They take the first person to be Abu Bakr and then Jafar Sadiq in that silsila. So that's the only school of thought, Naqshbandi, who say that Abu Bakr is the successor of the Holy Prophet in spirituality and knowledge. All the other 100 and something schools of thought of Sufis take Ali ibn Abi Talib to be the successor. All the Sunni Sufi schools of thought.
So this means in Sufis as well, there's a principle of
Taqiyya.
Where they divide your true intention.
Yes. Yeah, Taqiyya basically, I'll read the verse of the Holy Quran to you. This is Sahih Bukhari. There is a verse in the Holy Quran in Surah Anbiya, Hazrat Ammar Yasir, one of the companions of the Holy Prophet. His father and mother are the first shaheed in Islam. Some say his mother is the first shaheed, Sumayya, Hazrat Sumayya, radiallahu anha, first shaheed, woman, female first shaheed. Some say his father is the male first shaheed, some say no, he's not the first, but one of the first, Hazrat Yasir. Okay? When the Kuffar, the Quraysh killed his father and mother, when Abu Jahl and all of them, they killed his father and mother, they said, you deny that I believe in a God, and I believe in Muhammad, and we'll let you go. If you say that I believe in one God, La ilaha illallah, will kill you. So he started crying and said, I don't believe in a God, I believe in the idol that I used to worship before. So he came crying to the Holy Prophet, and the verse to the Holy Prophet had revealed from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَقَلْبُهُ مُطْمَئِنٌ بِالْإِيمَانِ. The one whose heart is full of iman, full of faith and belief. You know, he has lied, but his heart is full of iman. He didn't mean it. He hasn't denounced his faith. He still is a believer, a mu'min. So when he came to the Holy Prophet, he said, Ya Rasulullah, have I become a kafir? I denied you, I denounced you, and then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The Holy Prophet said, no, the Holy Quran has given witness for your iman. 579. These are the verses. I'll give the exact verse and the hadith on it. 579. And on that, Kitab al-Diyat, if you want to take down the reference from Sunni books, Sahih Bukhari, Kitab al-Diyat, that is the book number 87. In fact, sorry, Kitab al-Istitana wal-Murtaddin wal-Mu'anidin wa Qitalihim, about the Murtad, chapter number 89. Qala al-Hasan, these are the verses that were revealed. Illa man ukriha, the one who was forced to denounce his faith. وَقَلْبُهُ مُطْمَئِنٌ بِالْإِيمَانِ. Surah Al-Imran, Surah number 3, verse number 28. So Taqiyya is in the Holy Quran. To save your life, you can lie. For 3 things you can lie, and one of them is to save your life. Shias have been in minority to say their life, they would say that we are Sunnis or something like that. So then that's why they said, oh, they lie, the Shias have Taqiyya, so they would use it against the Shia all the time. But in fact, the Sunnis also have it, and there is, in the same chapter it says, وَقَالَ الْحَسَنَ التَّقِيَّ إِلَى يَوْمِ الْقِيَامَةِ. Taqiyya, to dissimulate, to hide your faith, continues up to the day of judgment. Okay, this is from Sahih Bukhari. All the Sunnis who accuse, you know, majority of the Sayyids in Saudi Arabia who were Sunnis today, they were all Shias, they went into Taqiyya and they became Sunnis. The father died young, he couldn't tell the children that we are Shias, because the child would go and tell outside, oh, we are Shias. So he would tell, no, we are Sunnis to the children. So the father died young and the children said, we are Sunnis, so they remained Sunnis. And same thing happened with the Sunnis in Iran. When one of the kings converted from Sunni to Shia, he said, okay, the state religion from today is Shias. We are a Shia state. All the Sunnis were in Taqiyya, and all of Iran became Shia. So the Sunnis have Taqiyya, but they always accuse the Shias of having it, so this is from Sahih Bukhari. Okay? So in Saudi Arabia, Yemen, Bahrain, all of these countries, when you have majority of well, Bahrain they have 75% Shias, but in other countries when there's a large conversion of Shias into Sunnis is because of Taqiyya, and wherever you have large conversion of Sunnis going to Shias is again because of Taqiyya.
Maulana, can you confirm or clarify at least, did the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, have any adopted children, and if so, how many?
The Holy Prophet had 3 adopted daughters before, in Mecca. He had 1 adopted son, Zayd ibn Thabit, and the 3 daughters were the nieces of his wife, Hazrat Khadija's sister's daughters. Their father died, so she took them. She was the richest woman in Arabia, so she took them in. She didn't have any children. The Holy Prophet, everyone knows that he didn't have children for the first 5 years. The Holy Prophet got married at the age of, anyone? 25. Everyone should know that, for God's sake. For the sake of the Holy Prophet. So he got married at the age of 25 to Hazrat Khadija. How old was she? This disputed. Some say, the Sunnis say 40. Why? The Umayyads made it up that she was divorced 3 times. She had the wealth from her previous husbands, and she was 40 years of age. She was a nice looking, and all of those things just because of the hatred for the Ahlul Bayt, obviously. So they made up all of those things. She wasn't divorced 3 times before. She didn't have any children before. She didn't have any previous marriages. Nothing. All of that was made by Banu Umayyah, Muawiyah and his company. She wasn't previously married at all. She didn't have any children from previous husbands at all. She joined the Holy Prophet's clan 4 generations back. So they're from the same family. She was 28 at the time of the marriage with the Holy Prophet. 25, the Holy Prophet is 25. Okay, there is no difference on the Holy Prophet's age. 25. For first 5 years, the Holy Prophet has no children. So when he's 30, his uncle who brought him up, Abu Talib alayhi salam, he has a son called Ali. So he says, uncle, you brought me up, I don't have any children, can I adopt your son? He said, you can. So he took him from, the day he was born, he takes him from Khana Kaaba, because the only person to be born inside Kaaba, even Muruj al-Dhahab, Imam Mas'udi has written this in his book, 2nd volume, about Imam Ali alayhi salam, page number 239. He says, Ali was the only person to be born inside Kaaba. So he takes him from Kaaba to his house and says, Khadija, we have a child now. That is Imam Ali alayhi salam. Next 5 years, he has a child in the house called Ali. Shia Sunnis agree. How old is the Holy Prophet now? 35. Thank God for the maths. 30 and 5, 35 obviously. Now, the histories mention in the next 5 years, from 35 to 40, at the age of 40, the Holy Prophet announces that he is a prophet. Yes, the announcement of the Holy Prophet, the prophethood. In the next 5 years, he has 3 daughters born, Zainab, Kulthum and Ruqayya. All 3 of them grow up, they get married to 2 sons of Abu Jahl and 1 to the another one. Okay? They get divorced. Is that all possible logically, historically?
Within 5 years.